Good afternoon, YouTube. Donald Black, American Highlander here, and it is hot o'clock in the Highlands of southeastern Kentucky. And some of you might notice I've got my official weed-eating lawn care uniform on. And since it's been a while since I put out a little video, I thought I'd talk about another man can here. Not so much the tobacco, but the cans. Give you a little bit of history on moist snuff as I remember it. Now, when I was little kid, you know, I mean, we started chewing early, but like say in the 3rd grade, which is a long time ago, you had Copenhagen, you had Skull, and you had something called Hawkins. Now, the Skull and the Copenhagen come in a cardboard can that was wax lined on the inside with a tin lid. You guys probably know what that is. Now, the lesser known Hawkins, some of you older tobacco users might remember it. It was a really coarse cut moist snuff. I mean, it would almost pass as a fine cut jaw tobacco, like the Red Man or Levi Garrett, whatever. And it was really strong wintergreen, but that's mostly what the younger kids dipped with that. But at that time, Hawkins was the only solid plastic can, right? And at that age, I wouldn't have thought nothing about it. Okay, a couple years later, you get Silver Creek and Gold River, and most of the cans I picked up as a kid was pretty dry. You know, it was horrible tobacco, but it too was in the cardboard can with the wax lining and the tin lid. Fast forward a few years later, and you get all kinds of different snuffs. Okay, let's say Skull. Skull came out with a bunch of crap. You had Fine Cut. Fine Cut started coming out. Skull came in the solid plastic can. It was a green can, top and bottom, you know, lid and body. They had like a different reds for like natural and cherry, a blue can for that's what I meant, can, not lids, but the whole thing was red for the cherry, and straight Skull with no flavor. Different shades of green for like the cuts of the tobacco, and blue for the mint, green, another green for apple. It's like a really light lemony looking green. But here recently, I don't know when it started because I'd stopped dipping for a long time, they started putting tin lids back on plastic cans. I don't know if it's more economical or what, but rewind to the point I was wanting to get to. These little plastic cans are waterproof, and they make perfect little hides. Hell, you can put a little magnet in here, you know, a little magnet, and fix it to somewhere. And if you're fortunate enough to find the plastic cans of the different colors, I mean, they're almost perfect camouflage. You can camouflage them to different environments, right? Skull also had a can that I favored when they would come to these like festivals. I don't know what your state's festival is. Ours is Hillbilly Days. It's a big 3-day event, and people come from all over the country, man. I'm serious. Check it out on YouTube or just Google it. But Skull would be one of the vendors, and they would give out samples. And the sample cans, you know, they had the variety of colors. They were like maybe twice the thickness of the lid, you know, with their lid included, and they were even smaller. I mean, you couldn't get as much in it, but they were, you know, that much more concealable. And I just thought I'd pass that on to you if you'd never thought about it. You know, if you need a little waterproof canister to hide something in, a little bit of money, maybe some rings, whatever, a necklace. If you're on medication and you have to keep it hid because of your neighborhood, or you might have some junkie family, whatever, you know, perfect little thing. I mean, it's, if you need to get to it in a hurry and can't afford to leave your medicine in a daggone a lockbox or a safe or whatever. You need it when you need it. You know, you don't have time to go get it. But I guess that's my thoughts for the day, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it's useful, and I hope this information can be used by you guys. Donald Black, American Highlander. Let's go cut some fucking weeds.